Well, hello, whoever the one guest is. I don't ever do early live feeds, so figured maybe this would be helpful to somebody that wants to see them and never gets to. So we do one early. Plus, I was just sitting around bored, sharpening saws, getting ready for work tomorrow. Did you hear that? I actually have something to do tomorrow. I need a piece of wood to knock on because might let the customer a call here in a little bit and cancel the way things have been going. So who we have? We have nobody. Night, what's up? We're just gonna call you Jay. What's happening? Zigzag SRT style? Nice. Yes, sir. Stoked about that. Really, really stoked about that. And, it wouldn't be even, I wouldn't even have tried it. There's the guy. Jared, what's up, buddy? Yeah, if it wasn't for me there, I would, I would have never gave the zigzag probably, I would have never tried it. So, gotta thank him completely, because if not for him, I wouldn't have, I probably would have never even attempted to try it or use it. But Jared, since you're on here, I can actually kind of explain. Let me show you guys. See, I set this wrench up, and this is getting sent to Jared. So let's see if I can get a little closer so you can see it, Jared. There's the one I'm gonna send to you. Barely got used. It's a really nice wrench. You get a bit of wear here sometimes. Robert, what's up, buddy? And I went ahead and cleaned everything up. I actually placed an additional rubber band inside here, which will keep everything tight, and then sealed everything back up, because you get a little bit of wear there sometimes on these. But yeah, I just wanted to fix it up and have it nice for you when I sent it to you. But as soon as I was about to send it, my other wrench screwed up. Yeah, it's a really nice setup. I like it, and I'm actually probably gonna climb on it for, well, I'll have maybe a week or so with it. I just ordered a couple quickie links because Greg Brown told me, he's like, go ahead and definitely order those quickie links. They work better with that. So I went and ordered them. Ordered a new recoil saw lanyard because my saw lanyard's getting rough. I've always kind of wanted to try with the recoil. But when I want to switch this wrench head off of the other one, I stripped this out. Get that out of there. Where is the camera? I don't know if you quite see that. That used to be an Allen wrench head, and now it's just completely gone. So you can't really tell there, but I had to use an easy out, and I barely. Recoil's nice, plenty long enough. Yeah, I got the orange one. I think the green one's meant for bigger saws and stuff, but it I think I like the orange one better, just the color in general. So I had this on here. I was trying to get it off. I completely stripped it out. Then I didn't know what to do. I got a set of easy outs. Tried to use them. The easy out, I recorded that whole fiasco, so maybe I'll put it on a video sometime. I record a lot of stuff that doesn't end up making it to you guys, but yeah, I ended up getting to about the last attempt before I broke through, and I was actually going to start hitting on the shaft here that it sets into. I'm all the way down into the threads. It's just hard to see on the camera. I wish it would pick it up, but you can see how deep that is. I'm down into the threads. barely got that thing off. It was like the last attempt. So the way they tell you to use them easy outs is, it's one side you're supposed to do a little bit of drilling, then you flip the bit over and it's supposed to pop it out. Well, that was wrong. I needed to use one bit and then go to the next size bigger and use that easy out, and it ended up working. It popped out, but um, I don't know if everybody got the word that the merchandise thing is over. So kind of sucks. I'm glad that I didn't. Yeah, Jared, I got pretty deep into that thing. I was fingers that it's on video. I'm like, well, this is the last attempt. If it don't come out here, I'm screwed. And then all of a sudden it bit down. The first time I went to bite into it, it did the first attempt, and it about broke both my wrists because I wasn't prepared for it to bite down. And then it never bit after that, so I got into that trouble. But as far as the merchandise, if you have merchandise, awesome. I'm glad that some of you were able to get it if you wanted it. I my intentions was never to make anything. It was just the support was crazy from you guys, just from the get go. So I had people asking, well, can we get a shirt? Can we get some stickers? Can we get this, that? Um, and I'm a simple hillbilly from Farmington, Missouri, so that was puzzling to me. Just the support in general, and so I didn't really know how to go about it. So what I did was I made some original shirts. They were those white T-shirts that say "We Bleed Two Stroke" and "Steelborn Army" on them. I got charged an arm and a leg for them things, and then I turned around and sent them out for free. So that got lost about $400 on that deal. But I just kind of thought it was awesome that I would even want to wear a shirt that had anything to do with me. I'm no August Hunneke. I'm not. I don't know. It just, I thought it was awesome that anybody would want to support me to that extent. So, it's hot here. Hang on. So, like I said, I went ahead originally and I bought all the shirts and paid for them, sent them out for free. And speaking of August Hunneke, yeah. So I sent them out for free, one in the hole. But then I the kind of outreach and the need and want for shirts was a little more than I had the ability to handle. So what I did was make sure I'm not missing any comments. It's not an emergency. I get the time so I have plenty of climbing equipment. Just looking forward to trying rope wrench. Awesome. I will get it out very quick, Jared. I promise. So what happened was I had got to that point. All the shirts were gone, and we had a bunch of other people that wanted some merchandise. So what I did was I had reached out to Dripline. Um, Dripline has been really good. I mean, they've they've been really good to me. They send me stuff all the time, bunch of stickers, buffs, and stuff like that. I actually had an agreement with them to do my merchandise through them. They were going to help me out. Um, I was really stoked about that, but before I had come to the agreement completely with them, we had just started talking. I had custom graphics get a hold of me, and friend through a friend through a friend through a friend, kind of thing. A steel-born sticker in the same font and color of the steel logo would be sick. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing, and I'm actually thinking about doing a maybe the picture that was on the Cheryl magazine for either the front or back of the shirt, and then do like a steel born and raised kind of thing. I have a bunch of different graphic ideas, but it all just kind of screeched to a halt. Um, they they said, you know, I had my chance to go with Dripline. Dripline was being really cool. They reached out and was going to help me, and the more I think about it, I really regret the fact that I didn't do that with an established company, because Custom Graphics has promised me that they could give me a more personal, you know, product and service, that they was going to set my own site up for me and do it. And they did. I never received a penny. If you guys bought any stickers, decals, I was supposed to receive half the money for those and half the money for any shirts. I never received a penny from any decals. I know we sold quite a few. Don't know why, but that is what it is. Wasn't really too worried about that. I was glad that you guys were able to get decals if you wanted them. I thought that was really cool. Um, Elliot, how you doing, buddy? Adore your videos, watching them every day. Much respect. Oh, awesome. Well, that's awesome. It's cool that we reach across the pond. So they told me, they said, you know, let's do this. We set the site up. Everything was going okay. I received one payment out of all the shirts and stuff that we sold, and that was because I've made my own order. I bought 3 of my own shirts, 4 or 5 of my own decals at full price. They wouldn't even give me my discount and just like knock the money that I was supposed to get off of it, so I paid half price. They said, you know, you got to pay for it, then we'll send you your money. So I do that. I buy the shirts. They send me the money, and they, at the same time, they don't pay me for the decals that I bought of my own, which I found very puzzling. Um, that is what it is. Like I said, it's the money thing. It was not. That wasn't. It wasn't what it's about. So they sent me the 3 shirts, and the 3 shirts were the original ones. And then they didn't put the backs on them. So they did make that right. Then apparently they ran through some troubles with some employees, this and that. They said I was this close. I was really mad when this all happened. The day that I made the post on the community page, and I was pretty close to coming on here and ranting and raving. And I guess that goes back to that last video where the customer wouldn't pay, and you got to learn to keep your cool. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't put some nutty rant out on YouTube because I was mad. But the last message I received from them was, and I screenshotted it, is there anything we can do for you? We're going through some changes for the site. It'll be up in 2 days. If you see any troubles, we want to know if there's anything we can do for you to give you a better product, any other ideas you have. We really appreciate what you're doing, and we appreciate the activity that you've brought to our company as far as support and everything. So I buy a bunch of the new decals. I say, send me some custom graphics decals with it, which I'm not going to buy them, but I will put them in with all my stickers that I send out, and it'll support you guys at the same time, and it'll be free advertising. So I slap KG stickers, custom graphic stickers on everything. You know, my climb box that I use, my wrenches, my chainsaws. So now when you see that, you can all just pretend like I'm a big Kevin Garnett fan. And because I'm not going to tear this stuff off. I guess, as far as it goes, that's part of my story. But he sends me his phone number, tells me, here's my cell phone number. Call me if you have any issues or any questions. I just want to make sure we're giving you the best product we can. Then they shut down. The guy pulled his profiles down. Um, I never received any any other payment. They've pulled the website down. They have all my setups for all the shirts, and they're just gone. They just up and left. So I don't know what that's all about. I just know that a normal person that's doing the right thing wouldn't do something like that. So, oh, fire call. Ugh. Be careful, buddy. We'll talk to you later, Rob. Walk tall. What's up, buddy? J Mac. Oh, no problem. Jay, if it entertains, especially right now, that's awesome. Plus, it just gives me an outlet to kind of create, because I've always kind of been that kind of guy. But, yeah, just long story short, the whole company, as far as custom graphics, has ran off. I have no idea where they're at. Apparently, they've done this to a lot of people. I found out on Tree Life and was informed by a few people there. I get on Facebook and I purposely am not stealing Facebook. Hey Brent, how you doing, buddy? Um, I go by Michael Corey Beckett. Michael Beckett's my name. Um, my middle name's Buford, so I go by Buf Beckett on Instagram. But I kind of like to be able to have my own persona on each one. Kind of, the YouTube thing is a lot of work. I feel like if you're gonna leave a comment, you deserve me to take the time and answer it. So the be able to take a relief, a break from that and go on to Facebook. I don't really accept any friend requests. I share a page with my wife on there, so that's why if you've ever sent me a friend request on there and I haven't accepted it, please don't take that personal. It's just more my getaway, my spot to kind of not be stillborn. So a lot of guys don't realize who I am on there, and then so they're talking about it and they realize, well, hell, you have your own section, your own branch on their site, and they shut everything you had down. Yeah, and they didn't tell me anything. I've messaged them multiple times. I've tried getting a hold of them, and I was this close to putting that screenshot up there, and it would have gave his cell phone number, and you all could have called him and sent him pretty pictures. But then I thought, that's not worth it. I shouldn't do it. Just the biggest thing in general is I regret that I didn't take the opportunity that Dripline gave me to start a partnership with them. That was my biggest mistake. I wanted to give the small guy the chance. I wanted to help the small guy out. I wanted to help a person grow their business. Same thing I do here on YouTube. I want to help the guy that's starting out, the guy that likes what he's doing and wants to know the next thing and better himself. So there was my mistake. It is what it is, and I just kind of bummed about it. So last night on August channel, he was reading from the fundamental of, yeah, how hard would it be as a community to get Tree Stuff or Westburg to get that book ran again and sell it? It. I tell you what, I believe Jerry um, came to an agreement with Patrick on The Educated Climber. If you go to his page, I believe Jerry okayed Patrick to do an audio version of the entire thing that you can download, I believe, for free. I'm not 100% sure. Don't get mad at me if it's not, but I know I I believe even August said something about it, that you can go over to Patrick's page, the Educated Climber, and you should be able to get the audio version. So, and I don't know if it costs anything. It may not. So it's just, before I think they'll probably sell the book and everything. That would be what I thought. So on Amazon, they cover for $300 to $500. Holy cow! But you know what? That's like, I'm trying to think of something I could compare that to. Um, right here on my arm. This tattoo is of the steel Contra, which is considered to be steel's holy grail of chainsaws. That book is the holy grail of tree work. So Amazon, you can ask anything you want. So that may just be asking for way more than it's worth. But at the same time, the knowledge that you'll get from that thing is probably worth that much money. I hate to say it, but Jerry was the first guy out there to realize that he was special, that he could do things that other guys couldn't do, and instead of keeping that a secret and patting his own back all the time, he decided to give it away. And I know it may cost some money to buy the book, but the knowledge that he's given in that book is worth way more than you'll ever charge for it. So that's just my own personal opinion. Yeah, I got that for $20. Oh, right on. Yeah, Jared, it'd be nice to just have the copy of it. I totally agree. For those guys, like I showed, the probably the most interesting book that I've read or started reading here lately was was this one by Stan Crater, Steel America, and it's a really good book. It's just interesting to see what the company went through, the troubles they went through to realize that was selling their saws here in the States. Then we went through a world war, which during that time, all patents that were in the United States became up for grabs. So all the ideals that Steel had, all their advancements in their product, and just their saw in general, all of that was up for grabs. And that's where you get a bunch of these companies as far as, Echo and all them. When the World War happened, all them patents, all that information wasn't locked in. We didn't really care about over in Germany that they were going to get mad. So a lot of companies became offshoots of Steel and took their ideas and developed chainsaws. That's where a lot of the saws at those times became similar, because where Steel had been advanced above them, they no longer were, because the World War changed everything and gave all their information away. So just an interesting little thing I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do as far as the merch. I don't couple stickers to send out, but after that it's done. I may try to contact again, but it took a long time and a bunch of effort to get that all set up. And I almost feel like the effort would be better spent just putting out videos for you guys as opposed to trying to set up more merch and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm at that crossroads where I'm trying to decide what to do. And I mean, it's not like the channel's huge and it's gonna sell tons of merch and stuff, but at the same time, if you'll want to support the channel, I want to give you a way to do that. And it's always nice to get the support. I always put it back into the channel, but I figured up everything with custom graphics, and I went in the hole. I went in the hole a lot. I'm not even going to bring up a number, but I went in the hole a lot with that company. So it is what it is. That's done. So disregard the fact that I said you can go support the channel. And sure as shit, the first comment was, "What is your website for your shirts?" And I'm like, oh, go figure. Now I have to get on here and tell everybody that it's no more. So that's where I'm at. That's where we're at. And like I said, I'm glad I didn't get on YouTube throwing a hissy fit. It wouldn't have done anything good. So I got, as of right now, I have a pretty nasty elm tree to remove tomorrow that's got Dutch elm's disease, which, you know, it's shedding shitloads of bark and everything. So I don't know, guys. You see my saw? See what it says? When I got this saw, it used to ooze oil at the bottom. So I started calling the saw Juicy before I redid it and everything. It was disgusting. And then I get to looking, and my daughter had, it looks like a Juicy fruit sticker, but it says Juicy Toot. And I just thought that was so appropriate for the saw. So this is Juicy Toot 36, who rips ass. So it's a hell of a saw. Seems heavier than my 030 or my 362 though. I still didn't get my, really? What the hell? And okay, Nee, I'll send you one when, see, it's so hard. You just have to be prepared to either answer Nee or Jared. I try my best. But, I will send you another one when I send the wrench. I'll put it in with it. And maybe I'll just send you a whole handful of custom graphics one too, and you can start a fire. But, yeah, I'll make sure you get another one. I had your name already set aside, so I don't know if I ever sent yours out. I think you were on the next bunch that I was going to send out. And then there was somebody else, Kellen. I have to figure out where he's at, what's his address. I sent him one once already. Apparently it didn't make it there. Maybe I messed up on the address. I don't have his address anymore. So now I'm trying to send him another one. He's just been really cool. He's super chatted us a few times, and he's just supported the channel. And anybody that'd do that, I just, same way with Jared. My personality doesn't, like gifts, I feel indebted. I feel guilty when someone gives me a gift. And so that's where my immediate response is, so, well, what kind of climbing gear can I give you so we can even this out? That's just my personality, I guess. So, Kellen, I definitely want to be able to get him his slaps too. Just because he's just randomly super chats the channel and just has been awesome. So, ever since I started, and he periodically just kind of swings in here, but I've spent the past week or two trying to figure out a comment of his and looking, hold him down, tie him up, and find out his address. Who we got? Oh, dang, Rob. You already put a fire out? And you're back already. You the man. Hello from Tampa Bay, Florida. Everyone and Steelborn. Melanie. Well, Melanie, hello to you. Unless you're maybe a guy using his girlfriend's account. I don't meet a lot of women on here. But actually, there used to be a chick that used to come on here, and she used to leave comments all the time. I haven't heard from her. She's a single mom, works on a farm. You know, she's got kind of a little homestead, and she's always doing her own work. I haven't seen her in a while, and I can't remember her name right now. It'll come to me, but I haven't seen her in a while. I'm just kind of curious what. Been a few people that I haven't seen that were regular people that would stop in nonstop, and then all of a sudden they're gone. That's just life, I guess. I am the same way. You are a cool dude. And I appreciate that. I think sometimes you guys think I'm a little cooler than I actually am. But hey, that is what it is. At least somebody thinks I'm cool. No canceled call. Did they cancel what you were getting ready to go do, Ron? Because I'm sitting around here like with my fingers crossed, hoping that my phone don't ring, because the customer for tomorrow was, can you do this job? Yeah. All right, what day you want to do it? I can do it tomorrow. Well, how about a week from now? Hey, a week from now is cool too. I'm sure I'll need work then. So we finally made it to that week from now, and we'll see how this goes. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Okay. False alarm? Well, if it was a fire, that's a good false alarm. You don't want to burn nothing. Oh, have any of you guys any of you have a chainsaw that's got the 1/4 inch Pico chain? Has anybody tried to sharpen those yet? We were just having a discussion about that in a group the other day, and got to be the most difficult freaking chain to sharpen. They're a pain because like your guide and tooth are so close together, you can barely get the dang file in there to file it. They're tricky saw to sharpen. But yeah, I was just sitting around sharpening saws. And I think the way I sharpen saws puzzles some people because I don't stand behind it or do a two-hand stroke or anything like that. I've always sharpened my saws the same way. It may look a little crazy, but as I sharpen a saw, my way of knowing for sure that the tooth's sharp is to take my thumb, stick it down on the tooth, and if it doesn't pluck and like stab into my thumb, then it's not sharp enough. So my thumb's always pretty chewed up, but that's just the way I've always done it. Any of you guys got any special techniques for when you are sharpen? Anybody use that tool from Steel? It's a really good, for anybody that has any trouble as far as filing and knocking the dogs down. Steel makes that all in one tool. It's got them two plastic pieces on the end. It's got a flat file and it's got your bar. It shows you the guide to go at, and it shows you the angle to go at, plus it knocks the dogs and sharpens the tooth at the same time. So it's a good tool for somebody who doesn't hand file. So the car in reverse and plowed through the group. What the hell? Funny story. Not bad. Had a windy night. Was just hanging out in the day. Ooh, thanks, Steve. Alright, but what about the triangle shaped files? Ooh, I don't know nothing about them. I've had people ask me about doing square or the flat filing too, as far as square chisel or whatever that is. That's something I haven't tried yet, and I'd like to eventually. Steve, it sounds pretty sketchy to be in a dead ash on a windy night. Funny story, my dad many years ago was on a volunteer fire department. At 3 a.m. page one out, he started the car, hit the engine, died. When he restarted it, oh my god, threw the car in reverse and plowed through the garage door. The door hadn't gone up, and he didn't look. Hey, stuff happens sometimes, especially when you're going to try to save lives, I guess. Yeah, that's the main thing on your mind. So, salute to anybody who goes out there and does that kind of stuff and puts their life on the line to help somebody else. That's a rare thing nowadays. I mean, the 2-in-1 file, Francisco. Yes, sir. That is a very good tool. It's a very good tool as far as somebody who needs to learn the ins outs of filing. Because I mean, you can get a tooth perfect and beautifully sharp, just dead on. But then if your guides aren't right, it's skipping over that tooth. The guide will make it jump over the tooth, and you never get any cut. Same time, if you knock the guide down too far, you're dealing with chatter, or you're dealing with it just boom, it sticks. So there's a fine line there between getting the most out of it and making it to where it actually restricts what you're doing and slows you down. Just wanted to say, hello, Swamp Bear, what's up, buddy? Want to say hello? Thankfully, I am working. Got to get back at it. Awesome, buddy. Hey, stay safe, and thanks for swinging in. I appreciate it. I have the 2-in-1 for my MS661. Yeah. Yep. Mine's sitting right there. With 114 teeth that I gotta sharpen here in just a little bit. So, man. Remember them days where you wish you had that tool? I gave mine away. I gave it to somebody who needed it. So, it is what it is. Does anybody have another thing I wanted to ask? Does anybody have any special tools as far as I want one of them guides for knocking or one of them little depth gauges like Bucking has. That's just like a little metal piece, and it just looks. I don't like. I have a couple different ones, and if I'm being totally honest, I don't like any of them. Let's see where it went. Where'd it go? It's in here somewhere. This is stupid. Where'd it go? I'll show you. Well, it's not in there. It's around here somewhere. You guys know which one I'm talking about, though. That damn one that Steel makes. That's just a piece of metal. I use it to clean out my bars more than I do anything else. I don't know where it went. But you guys know what I'm talking about. I had an old one over here, too, and now it's missing. Whatever. But you know what I'm talking about, I think. Then I have this one from, damn, I wish I could find it. I have this one from Husqvarna, which, this little thing here, that folds up. It folds back out. You can see it says, let's see if I can get some light on it. One side says soft, one side says hard. And you can see that a couple times of using it, now I have a straight razor. And it's sharp as hell and will cut me. So, I don't use that one very much. Just doesn't have. I just don't like how it gets like super sharp there. It just feels like a bad design to me. I wish I could find that old one. I don't know where it went. But yeah, I'd like to find one of them depth gauges like Bucking has. They seem like probably the best out of all of them that I've seen. There it is. One of these stupid things. I say it's stupid, but at the same time, this is the one I use more than anything. But that piece right there is probably the best part of the tool for cleaning out your bars inside there, getting that clear. If your chainsaw is not oiling right, I know that there's like a couple little tricks, like guys that break tensioners. I don't know why I've never really heard anybody else talk about it, but when you go to tighten up your chain, you can't have your brake on. If your brake's on, your ground guy goes to tighten the chain. Even if he loosens that bolt up there and he goes to tighten it, he breaks the tensioner because the brake's on. So when you have your ground guy go over and you need him to tighten the chain, that's one thing you have to remember. Tell him you got to take the brake off if you're going to tighten the chain. I don't know if some saws you can get away with that, but I know that a lot of my saws you cannot. You'll break a tensioner. So, and then when your chainsaw's not oiling right, it could be as simple as, you know, your bar and the inside's totally clogged up with sawdust. So it comes into the bar there, but this thing's packed full of sawdust, so it never makes it into here. It just oozes back out, drips down. So it's another thing I don't hear a lot of people talk about, but it can be really helpful. Those are Carlton File O plates. Really? Hang on, I missed a few. Guilt. Dang, you guys are fast. Let's see. I've recently noticed the triangle shaped files. Anybody use them? I have not. Rob, I haven't. Guilty of treason had the inbred jed sharpening. Challenge, amazing results. I wonder if the manufacturers are taking note. Probably not. They have their guidelines that they have to go by, and we were just talking about that, and somebody was like, well, there's specifics, say 0.25, 0.3, 30%. I'm going to think about going 0.35. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's that complicated to be getting into things like that, but that's just my own personal opinion. I'm doing some bush trimming. Yeah, me too. I just pulled this thing. I don't know if anybody else has one of these, but it's a really good little tool. This little thing is really nice. I think I got like an hour and a half or so of non-stop use, maybe even more than that, closer to the 2-hour mark of non-stop use with this thing on one battery. It comes with your weird edger thing that it has, and then it also comes with your hedge trimmer, and it works really good. I've had really good luck with it, and I like it. So I think I spent $100 on it. But here's your hedge trimmer head. Pops off. That thing comes out. Sits in there like that. Usually before I put them away, I hit it with a little bit of oil, then pack it away. Anybody else got one of these? Had any luck with them? Because I like mine. I find myself using it way more than I ever would have thought I would, so razor fast. Son of a gun. Little cube shape that I have. Yep. Husky makes some that are similar that I use like them pretty well. I use the flat portion to clean the gunk out of the bar channel. Yep. Yeah, that's. I know it doesn't seem like much and that it would affect much, but that's a big deal. The only place I've been able to find the Carlton follow plates is on eBay. I heard that same thing. Yeah, I really. Because I've been asking about them for a while, and this thing is just. I mean, I don't mind using this thing when I'm on this side, or no, when I'm on the other side, but when you have to do one here, then you're sitting there and you're like, I'm right-handed, so then I'm like, ugh, when I'm going underneath, or it's so stupid. So I look like a complete dork, knucklehead over here, with my arms crossed, but I guess it gets the job done. Guys, I don't have a whole bunch more to say. I just kind of wanted to check in with you guys, see what you was doing. This wasn't a well thought out live feed. Like I said, I was bored for a little bit. Just figured I would pop on here and see what everybody was doing. See if anybody wanted to chit chat for a little bit. Sharpening my saw. Since I got on here, I have not sharpened any of my saw. You guys have kept my attention. Lunchtime over. Be safe in your elm. Right on, Mike. You be careful too, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. I have the Timberline sharpener too. I've seen some guys talking about that. That one seems pretty cool. I mean, I think does it clamp on to the bar there and does its whole bit. Here's how usually when I sharpen, if I have like my 660 something like that, I have one of these. I bought it at Harbor Freight for like $1. I'll take it and I'll clip it on to the bar. And it stands the bar up like that and keeps it stationary. If I get it in the right spot, I can still turn my chain if I need to. If I want to stop the chain so that it doesn't move, I just give it a little bump down. And that cost me a whole $1. The reason I do that is because I lost my steel thing where you hammer it into the piece of wood with the two spikes and it clamps down. I lost that. I don't know where the heck that thing went, so I wasn't about to buy another one for that much. Spent $1 on that clip. It's consistent. You know, consistency is key when it goes to sharpening the saws. I mean, as long as you can keep a consistent angle and do that, you'll have a good cutting saw. Clamps to the bar and sharpens every tooth the same. That is awesome. No, you don't need advice with it. I mean, and these little clamps, you can get different sized ones, and it's rubber there on the ends, so it doesn't slide at all. It just bites down really good. And depending on if you want to get a little lift and you want it a little lower, you just where you want to put it on the saw. So I myself found out very quick that the $1 spent there was well worth it. So just an idea to throw out there. Maybe it helps somebody. Yeah, it's another hillbilly version of someone else's great idea. That's what I do. Guys, I'm going to get off here. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thanks for giving me some more of your time. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death. And I'll get back to work on the edited videos and get you guys one out here very soon. The meat and taters of the last one. I think somebody asked me, where's the meat and taters here? Well, it's in the second course, so just had to give you a little bit of a teaser as far as getting to the job, what we were going to do and what we were going to use. So the next one will be just action. All right, guys, thank you. I appreciate swinging by, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.